Hello and welcome into another Word Up Wednesday. God bless you. We thank you for joining us. I'm Elder Nick Dobbs, and I am grateful for the opportunity to share this platform to be able to provide midweek impact and momentum for the rest of the day, the week, the month, the year, as it's getting ready to wrap up. We are in the first part of December. Can you believe it? This year is almost gone in 2025. Well, I tell you what, I want to go ahead and jump right into prayer. And I'm going to ask you, before I do that, to please share this with as many people that you can, because I promise you God has something for you today. God, I thank you and bless you for this time, for this Word Up Wednesday, for this word that shall be released. God, I take a seat. I bow down humbly before you today, God, and your hearers, your viewers, oh God, so that we may receive what it is that you have for us. We thank you for victory in Jesus' name. All right, let's jump right in with people. Today, this message is something that I feel is very relevant for this season and in this hour. Accepted or rejected. Accepted or rejected. We're talking about truth. Where are you going with this? One may ask the question. Let's go to the word. Book of 2 Timothy, chapter number 4, verse 4, and it says, "And they shall turn away their ears from the truth and shall be turned into fables." All right. So looking at what fables means is something that is not true, lies, untruths. And the word in 2 Timothy displays that before you. Let's go in right now. When you think about it, once people reject the truth or decide for themselves that the truth is, where is it? You know, what is that? Right? You make up in your mind and reject truth or decide for yourself, or people decide for themselves what the truth is. What do you really have? What remains? And what does it actually produce? I'll tell you what it does. Fables, myths, man-made wisdom, and unsound teaching. So it is certainly not the pure truth from God. And Paul writes in the book, they turn their ears away from the truth and they turned aside to fables. See, fables is a general catchword, all right? I talked about it briefly a minute ago, but just to make it clear, fables, it's a general catchword for anything that is not the truth. Just that simple. When we're not focusing on God and the truth He has sent, okay? We're not focusing on God and the truth that He has sent others to preach. We are dabbling in error. We're messing with things that are false. Okay, let's go a little further. Question, what happens when one pours poison into a drink? Some of you may know somebody that happened to. I sure do. I know several individuals that were affected by some poison. Somebody spiked your drink or slipped something in your drink, and it affected their mind, not only for a short time, but for the rest of their life. Is it a good drink any longer? Is it poison? Yes, it is poison. Any amount of poison in that drink means it is no longer pure. Same applies to truth and false teaching, in fiction, fables. We getting there, y'all. And any truth that has error mixed with it is an error. Okay. I came up in the church and I used to hear a lot of individuals say, you know, a half truth is a whole lie. Tell me the straight up truth or don't tell me anything at all. Okay. But if you're only telling some of it, you're not telling it all. Woo. Okay. I know that's a different Word Up Wednesday for another day, but just hold on to that for a second. That may seem, you know, to some like a hard saying. When you put poison in something, it's no longer true. When you put something fiction in something that is true, it's no longer true. It has an error. That may seem, you know, very harsh in many, but the truth is not designed to make us feel good. It's designed to set you free and to make us aware. I can truly, personally say, when you find out truth, sometimes it can be heart crushing. It can be for a while. It could be, extremely frustrating It can be saddening. It can make you angry. Or it can make you extremely happy, make you relieved. It can make you feel liberated because you know the truth. God wants his truth preached purely. That's what I'm here to talk to y'all about briefly for another 7-8 minutes. So we have to be careful to do our best to feed ourselves the unadulterated truth. Every time I step on this platform, I have to make sure what I'm saying has truth in it. Okay? I will be the first one to say something that I share with you that wasn't 100% truth. I will come back and make sure that I get truth, whether I have to seek counsel, whether I have to study more, or I have to read. Don't ever feel that you're above going to search out the fullness of truth, right? We will find ourselves turned away to fables or to myths, to man-made wisdom, and then further along, because it's a process, then to false gospels. Let's put some other scriptures up here for you. I want you to look at in the book of Romans, chapter number 1. And you can turn to these to check them and read them in your time. Romans chapter 1, verse 18 through 25. The apostle gives a quick summary of what happens when truth and error are mixed. Okay. He asserts the truth is out there. People, I want to say this. People are without excuse. We are without excuse, guys. Because God's message is readily available. I'll say it one more time. God's message is readily available. The truth is knowledge. But what has happened, men and women have suppressed it in certain places, in part, and in other places almost fully. But what they have mainly done is to add their own wisdom to the mix. Okay? I don't have time to go into a whole lot of examples, but trust me, some of you may know where I'm going and what you even may have heard of. They have thus made their own religions. Question is, well, why would they do that? They satisfy them in some way. God just replies, okay, I'm speaking hypothetically. If that's the way you want it, go ahead. In other words, okay, that's what y'all want. This is what you want to accept. Okay, go ahead. Romans chapter 1, verse 24, 26, and 28. Okay? Read it and look at it and see what it says. It is like Jesus' attitude to those who rejected the truth that his disciples preached. Shake the dust off your skirt and go somewhere else. Matthew chapter 10, verse 14. Read it. He essentially instructs them, don't worry about the naysayers. Leave them be. I'll deal with them later. Move on. What does that mean? Don't always feel that you always have to correct everybody in every single circumstance when you have conversation, when you have discussion. Because many times people are locked in on what they believe is true and they're not going to budge. We have to use wisdom. And the Lord knows how to. All you can do is give the truth, do your studying, understand, or ask God for revelation knowledge. He will illuminate the revealed word of God to you. And as I'm wrapping this thing up, the greater point is we need to understand is how they did it. Okay. These unrighteous people suppressed the truth in these accounts, adding their own bit of quote unquote wisdom, not true wisdom, or supposed knowledge or truth. And they immediately became fools because they believed a lie. We don't ever want to be caught up in that situation. We don't want to ever be those people. And sometimes people have believed a lie, not on purpose, but they were just victims of someone that they entrusted, someone that may have been misinformed themselves. They were just passed down. Don't just take the word from someone that's teaching and preaching, sharing things with you. Always do your own studying, reading, researching. They thought they could come up with a religion that was better than the true religion from God, the true unadulterated gospel, the true teaching, the true message. Okay? They will answer for it in a time. You know, the Lord knows how to deal with these things and the people that are accountable for this. Only He can do it. So don't you worry about trying to say, well, I have to get them back. The Lord knows how to do it best. But we have to be very, very careful, and hear me on this. The same thing does not happen amongst ourselves. The coming of the lawless one is according to the one working of Satan and all his power, his signs, and his lying wonders. and with all unrighteousness, deception among the people who perished. Yes, because they didn't receive the love of the truth that they might be saved. They did not receive the truth that they might be saved. And for this reason, you got to realize that God will send them strong delusion, that they should believe the lie, that they all may be condemned who did not believe the truth, but had pleasure in unrighteousness. The choice you have to either accept or reject truth. It is up to you. 2 Thessalonians chapter 2, verse 9 through 12. You can look that account up. You can read further into it to what it's talking about. Okay? I want to wrap this up. This prophecy returns to what Paul said is the foundational reason for false gospels and false teachings. Okay? Let me put this up here again. Accept it or reject it. It is what he writes in the last phrase. They took pleasure in unrighteousness. Friends, brothers, sisters, viewers, if I can say something to help you, encourage you today, don't take pleasure in unrighteousness. See, in this account, it lined up with their own lust. We do not want to line up with truth in any matter. We don't want to make truth according to our knowledge, according to our flesh, to our diverse lusts, or the things we desire, right? They wanted that their itches scratched, so they believed the lie. And who is the father of lies? Satan, the devil. He's the master deceiver, the master manipulator, and he is very deceitful. Steal, kill, and destroy. To tell you a lie, to try to pervert, and as I said earlier, poison something that is not true, right? He did it all throughout the scriptures in many accounts with different ones. I encourage you to accept the truth every day. God bless you.